Okay, this is the review of the Kyber Headless 8-string I recently got from Kiesel Guitars. Ordered it in late October, got it early February. It includes a headless multi-scale bridge. I went ahead and got the beveled body edges, and the top is black limba and mahogany body, and it has a translucent dragon burst finish with the black burst edges. And I got a clear gloss top coat. The neck is roasted maple. Went ahead and got the thinner neck profile with the tongue oil neck. Rich light black fingerboard, 24 fret, as they all come in. Green inlays. They went ahead and gave me the lumen lays, it looks like, because they do glow in the dark. 20-inch fingerboard radius, medium jumbo frets. I got the Kiesel Illusionist passive bridge pickup and the lithium in the neck, and I got the racing stripes in there. And besides that, I got a 5-way toggle switch. Came with the 1074 elixirs, and got the drop shadow little green emblem on the top there with the black Graph Tech tusk nut. Anyway, here's the guitar. Kind of a nice angle there when it comes from the factory. The setup was pretty good. Out of the box, and I've been enjoying playing it for about a week so far. The bridge is the hip shot fixed multi-scale. The tuning knobs on it are pretty interesting. How you tune it up, basically you just turn it to the right to make the note go sharp, and you turn it to the left to make it go flat. It stays pretty in tune pretty well. You know, the only gripe or complaint I might have is that the tuning knobs are a little bit hard to turn sometimes, but not really. You know, it's kind of a good thing, maybe. It's like you notice that it's actually keeping it in place, so it's not super easy to turn on accident by jumping around on stage or what have you. So here we're looking at the black limba top, and I was hoping it would have a lot of vertical lines on it, and it did. And I went with the mahogany body because, you know, the deeper tone woods, and it's already a light guitar as it is. The weight of it is something that, you know, the model is trying to strive for. But also the main point of getting a headless 8-string as opposed to a regular 8-string is because the hardware on the top of the headstock can cause a lot of neck dive, as people have mentioned. And so this guitar is really compact and, you know, fits your body shape very well, the contour. And it's actually a great guitar for just, you know, sitting around on the bed or on the couch. And you have, you know, 24 frets and 8 strings of range to play around with in this tiny compact space with a really, you know, comfortable neck. And as far as the neck goes, it's very comfortable, feels very thin. When you put it in your hand, however, it does have that 8-string quality where the width is much wider than a 6-string. As far as a difference between a 7-string Prestige, it's not actually that much worse. And I thought it would be worse, but it actually feels pretty thin both ways, and I can comfortably, as you can see, I kind of end up putting my thumb up over the top of the neck there, which is kind of in practice not, you know, what people say to do in a classical type of sense, but it does feel comfortable to put the guitar and hold it like that. You can either do the classical grip in certain areas of the neck, and other areas of the neck it just feels more comfortable just to grip it, and you know, your thumb can hang over and you can try to play extra bass notes or something. Especially with clean tones, you can experiment with all kinds of different things, and having a fixed bridge, you are able to change the tunings without drastically having to do a completely different setup as with like a tremolo system. And here I show putting on the strap lock system here. I'm using an Ernie Ball strap that I had gotten, you know, just to match the color scheme of the guitar. And it's kind of a strange way how I had to put it over here to get it working. I think I had to reverse one of the bolts the opposite way of what you would expect. And I had to put the strap all the way down, and I'm like 5'9", 155 pounds, and it's all the way down as far as it goes on the strap, but it does fit, and it's kind of like where I like it. But it's just something that I had to deal with. But as you can see, it hangs very nicely. It's balanced. It's not going anywhere. It's really compact, and it's fun. You can walk around the house with it, no problem, especially with a wireless. As you can see, I show how to put that on here, and it just feels really natural just holding it, and you barely notice it's there. So here I'm putting in the wireless system. It just fits right there on the strap, and then you can feed. Some people feed the cable through the strap. I don't really have the need to do that here. And then there's the input jack, conveniently located. And I guess they say to use you can use a 90-degree angle jack as well, and it's actually made for that. But the wireless pack doesn't have that. So there I am, ready to go, and it's really cool to walk around the house and just play and not have to worry about. Doesn't feel like an 8-string as far as holding something. You would expect a very heavy, clumsy instrument. Okay, and here's just a little clip of me playing here. It's just mindless wankery with some distortion tone and having fun with the fractal. Didn't really spend too much time dialing in a good tone or anything. I'm just kind of jamming around. I've only had the thing for a week. Just kind of getting used to the multi-scale. Overall, it didn't take as long to get used to it as I thought it would. In fact, it's more of a visual thing than it is a physical thing. And if you just put your normal, chord shapes and everything, it's all the same. You don't think of it as anything differently. It all falls into place with your hand as you lay your hand down. It doesn't feel weird at all. It's only weird when you look at it, in my mind. And but that'll go away, hopefully within like a month. I already feel a lot better after having it for only a week. So the basic theme of this guitar was basically just dark, evil, green, nebula type cloud thing. If you've ever seen like Stephen King's The Tommyknockers or that old movie called Species, the imagery of that basically I kind of wanted to have in a guitar. So that's kind of basically how I designed this thing. The black rich light fretboard here, you can see, I guess the synthetic material doesn't really degrade it that much. It requires very little maintenance, and I haven't had to do a string change yet, but there is a video about how to do it, and it looks pretty simple and straightforward. And there you have it. There's the Kiesel Kyber 8 Headless. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments section.